Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of Bear and Breakfast. So when we left off yesterday, we ended up in Pinefall with Barbara, which is a new area that we haven't explored yet at all. We also got our level 2 kitchen blueprints, as well as some level 2 crafting recipes for from Julia. So first, I think we should head to Pinefall, but first Timber Crossing to get all of our bus signs and stuff that we need. Ooh, and in Oliver's toolbox, we got the Prospector's gear, which is what we need to link up a bunch of different locations. So let's grab 2 of these, so that way as we come across those areas that we can't pass through, we can use the Prospector's gear and just get those pathways open. Here we are in Pinefall. Very exciting. Of course, we're going to rummage up and collect all of the bits and bobs that we come across. But once we finish Pond Voyage in Winterberry, we'll be able to set up camp here. Very exciting. And this is Barbara's home. Of course, let's show the walls. A little bit dingy, but still good. Welcome to Pinefall, the most perfect scenery you'll ever see, if I do say so myself. Why, the history of this place alone could fill up 10 encyclopedias. Do you like it? The air feels nice on my nostrils. Of course you do. Now, just like the rest of the valley, we've got our work cut out for us here. Pinefall Resort has 3 main buildings, and they've all seen better days, so we should start by fixing one of them up. I think you ought to parley with your shark friend and get to work. Okay, well, we can do that once we finish Winterberry, and we can finish Winterberry once we get some guests to stay there, but I kind of wanted to go through. I can see my house from here, literally. I wanted to go through and get some of these other quests done. So I guess we'll head back to the kitchen at High Lake and start making some stuff there. So the first thing we're going to do now that we are here in High Lake, of course, is to upgrade our kitchen. Okay, so we want the basic cutting board, level 2, the gas range recipe, level 2, small griddle, level 2, cheap microwave, of course, and the sensible fridge recipe. Now that those are all crafted, let's go into our inventory panel and start placing these items in here. So you do have to get rid of your level 1 stuff if you're going to place these items in, except for the fridge. And now with that unlocked, we can go check out some recipes. Of course, we need to do our French onion soup for Wade, but we'll also need to do egg dippy for Gus, and then we also want to check out which recipes give us the most food level prestige. So for our French onion soup, we start off by slicing. We're going to slice some bread, and then we are going to boil some onion. I am out of butter, but I do have cheese, so I need to go grab some more butter really quick. For our egg dippy, we're going to have to start off by boiling eggs, which I don't have. We'll need to pick up another bread, and that's it, just egg and bread. So bread and butter and cheese. As per usual, we can find all those ingredients for cooking that are a little bit more processed here at Ipswich's shop. Next, we're gonna cook the egg dippy, so we're going to need to boil some eggs. We are going to need to roast some bread. And then we're just going to need some fuel. And we'll go ahead and hit cook there. And looking at our recipes, it looks like the hearty soup has a level 7 food, which is great. The only problem is that it needs a lot of ingredients. And it looks like all the rest of the food is level 6, so you can really, if you pair the hearty soup with anything else, you could get a pretty high ranking, especially if you do any of these. Like this one's just pasta, cheese, and wood. Unfortunately, you do have to buy all of those ingredients, but I think now that we're here at this higher level, a lot of it is going to be bought ingredients. We made our way back to Whitestone Bay. We are going to give our French onion soup to Wade. Is that hot soup I smell on you? Yes, it is. Ooh, the stench, the marvelous stench, the sweet, slimy funk of the onion cavorting with the butter, infusing the grainy chunkiness of the bread, and smothered all by that scrumptious cheese. That's quite the vocabulary you sprung up out of nowhere. I didn't think you could make something sound so gross and delicious at the same time. Sorry, that was my stomach speaking. I was starting to see the pearly corrugated metal gates. I didn't expect you to actually bring me back anything. Mister, this soup makes me feel all warm inside, and not just because it's burning my gullet. I don't know how I could ever thank you. Say, I don't know much about things, but I do know my way around garbage. Do you think your little business could use a cleanup duty? Yes, please. With unmatched enthusiasm, Wade offered Hank his garbage collection services. His speedy little feet were great for grabbing any litter left behind by lazy guests. In return, he would receive a fair wage and perhaps, for the first time, some honest recognition for his talent. Aw, poor Wade. Of course we're gonna hire Wade. Of course we are. Well, come to think of it, humans are a never-ending pit of waste. It does feel like I'm trying to use a mop on an ocean sometimes. Oh, don't you worry about a thing. I was born in a trash can. Listen, if you set me up a little base that I can work from, I can keep your operation clean as a whistle. You've unlocked a new crafting recipe, Wade's dump cart recipe. Wade has offered to come work for you. His specialty is gathering garbage. You've learned the blueprint for Wade's dump cart, now craft it at any workbench. Place Wade's garbage station anywhere in a resort to unlock his services for that area. You can turn on Wade's services through the cabin management screen. Once active, Wade will automatically gather all the pieces of garbage that guests have thrown on the ground in the area. For his services, Wade will charge you a number of coins every day per each guest staying at that resort. You can periodically check in on Wade and collect any garbage he's gathered. If you run out of coins, his service will stop automatically and you will need to turn it back on yourself. Likewise, if you edit the staff item or the room its effects, the service will stop and will need to be turned on manually. Okay, we got our first employee, guys. This is pretty awesome. So let's go craft that, and I think getting him here in Timber Crossing will be the best. It's easiest to keep people coming in and out of, just because the requirements of it are like pretty easy. So yeah, I think Timber Crossing is a good place to have him start. Unfortunately, his cart is a -15 to decor, but I don't think that matters too much. Let's go ahead and get some guests in here. So first, active staff is 0. Let's go ahead and edit and turn him on. So he charges 200 gold per day. So we'll hit save changes. Okay, hit back, and then let's fill up our 3 bedrooms. And I think that is all up and running, and hopefully we can just remember to keep some guests in there to help pay for Wade, because he's a little bit expensive. Next, we make our way over here to Dark Grove to meet up with Gus and give him his egg dippy. You got something for me back there? Yup, fresh out the kitchen. Ah, salty, savory, creamy, delicious. Tastes like I'm about to do something useful. You make a mean egg dippy, big boy. Thanks. I didn't lay it, only cooked it. We used to get egg dippy maybe once a year, if that. My poor ma, I don't blame her. She did the best she could. We were 12 brothers and she had to carry us all on her back, literally. And we were all little dumb booties too, driving her up the wall. Oh man, I don't think my mom could have handled more than one Hank. Ha, I remember one time my 2 older brothers and I got up in the middle of the night to steal the pudding, and we accidentally dropped the whole bowl from the 3rd floor. I swear her mouth was spouting fire. I thought I was for sure dying that night. I wasn't allowed out of the hotel for 3 days straight. Yeah, that wasn't even the longest I got put in the hole. Did she ever put you someplace nice when you did something good? Like a shelf up high somewhere? What? No, that's dumb. Besides, I don't remember doing something good, like, ever. It was like we were 12 devils put on this earth to torment her, and boy, were we good at it. I don't know, I remember doing a lot of dumb things, but I don't think we ever had a hole. Yeah? Well, how did you get punished? Forced to eat dish soap? The old stick over the paw? I hated that one. She usually sat down with me and told me what I did was wrong. Gus just like laying out his childhood trauma casually, like, oh, that didn't happen to everybody? Yikes. Usually felt bad enough to apologize and never do it again. Oh, I see. That's dumb. Hey, you know what? When you're done scavenging, I think I could use some help with the humans. Oh? Yeah, see, I'm not a big people bear, and I was thinking I need someone with some heart, some zing. And don't get me wrong, you have a lot of stinky energy. Darn right. But maybe that's exactly what I need from someone running my concierge stand. Do you mean that? Of course, I could use someone scaring some mustaches off a few folks for a fair price. Well, that's one of the least dumb things you've said today, Hank. Listen, if I come and help you, I'll need my own little table with my own little chair. He's just like chomping on that chair. Always the undeniable people possum, Gus has offered his service as a concierge. All he asked for was a little stand through which he could take care of business, of course. Listen, if I come and help you, I'll need my own... Oh, I already read that. Deal. Okay, that's great. So great. I'm excited. This is awesome. You're awesome. Thanks, Hank. Oh, he didn't get mad at us. That's so cute. Gus's concierge stand a recipe. Gus has offered to come work for you. His specialty is meeting and greeting people. You've learned the blueprint for Gus's stand, now craft it at any workbench. Plus, place Gus's stand anywhere in the resort to unlock his services for that area. You can turn on Gus's service through the cabin management screen. Gus will automatically accept new guests to any bedrooms you indicate, saving you the need to do it manually. However, Gus won't be as good as you, as matching bedrooms to guest needs, so choose which rooms you ask him to manage carefully. Every bedroom Gus manages will cost a fixed number of coins per day. If you run out of coins, the service will stop automatically and you will need to turn it back on yourself. Likewise, if you edit the staff item or the room it affects, the service will stop and will need to be turned on manually. Ooh, and now we can have Gus booking rooms for us, as long as we meet like all of the criteria, like every guest meets the criteria and we don't have to be like specific about it. Gus could be probably really great in A24 right now, because I'm pretty sure that place is all set up. Now we just have one more thing that we have to do over here, which is use our prospector's gear to get the shortcut in this area to reach the other areas. So we'll use our prospector's gear right here. Confirm. Okay, the passage is cleared ahead. Ooh, very spooky. I do not have an iron key to get whatever's in there. What? Red feathers? What did we just stumble across? What is this? A rusty key? This is like a little secret hidden dungeon area? What the heck? Where are we going? This is so weird. We just going through it. Now we're back in Dark Grove, but in a different spot? A fuzzy charm key. Okay. What's this? Oh, that's why they gave us the logger tools. Okay. For the rickety old bridge. You're pretty sure it'll hold. Okay, we've already been in this area and we walked all the way through. So let's go back out here. Gather some blackberries. That's the first time I've seen those. Very spooky. Okay. I think we've gone everywhere that we can with the amount of keys that we have currently. So I guess let's head back out. That was not what I was expecting at all. Now that we have those recipes and cooking quests out of the way, and we have both Wade and Gus as possible workers for our hotels, it is time for us to complete our Winterberry questline so we can continue to open up Pinefall. So I just took a look, and Wade brought in 221 cash, or like valuables or like trash or whatever, but he costs 250 gold per day. But it's also looking like for our 3 bedrooms, yeah, we're still making pretty good money, enough to pay him. It looks like we're making at least like $200 per bedroom, 220 per bedroom, so not too shabby. So for him to cover all 3, it costs about 1 room's worth of rent, and since we aren't really desperate for money still, it's definitely covering the costs, which is what we're looking forward to. And it looks like we did finish this Finn request. It appears you are still struggling with a basic task for this location. You are en route for Employee of the Month. Keep it up! Oh, that's it. Okay. So yeah, let's complete the stay here for the guests necessary. So we got a couple people assigned. First, let's top up our furnace, of course. And the next thing we have to do is head back to High Lake, because I did not build a kitchen at this location, to get some food for them for the next couple days. Okay, so I just learned something really cool. If you right click, it automatically stacks and is a quicker way to buy things instead of doing what I was doing, which is clicking it with the left and then doing that. So if you did not know that, like I did not know that, there's a little trick for you. It'll help with buying stuff. I did not know, God. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this part here. Currently, and probably off camera, I'm just gonna be playing a little bit to get the 8+ guests that we need to complete a stay here in Winterberry, so we can continue on with the story mode. I just crafted up some delicious food for our guests to nibble on. So as always, thank you so much for joining me on this Let's Play series. I'm having a blast playing it, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. Linked in the description is a link to all my social media, including my TikTok, my sticker shop, and my Patreon, where for $3 a month you can help support your channel, support this channel, and get your name on the end credits. But if you'd like to support me for free, I'd really appreciate that. All you have to do is like, comment, share this video, as well as subscribe to my channel. All of that really helps the YouTube algorithm get my content in front of more people's faces. So until I see you guys again, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.